Hi, Dr. Starkey here. I'm going to be your professor this semester in Women in Religion, and so I wanted to welcome you to the course and give you a brief introduction while I'm out walking in the snow with my dogs. And you'll get used to me posting a video once a week to give you kind of an overview and talk in depth about some of the ideas and topics in the course. But I want you to know who I am so that you feel free to come and see me in my office if you have questions, or to email me. And to let you know, if you do come to my office, then you'll get to enjoy meeting my lovely Labrador Bodie. You won't get to meet Noelle, but here they are. So I'm going to talk while I'm accompanying them through the snow. So the really important thing to know about this course is that it requires an open mind. We're going to be talking about some things that people consider to be controversial, which means we're going to be talking about women and women in religion and the situation of women in the world and the reality of sexism and exclusion and violence against women and the ways in which women have made progress. And you're going to learn a lot about what needs to happen in order for women to achieve true equality. We're even going to talk about equality. And equality does not mean sameness. It doesn't mean that women and men don't have differences. It does mean, from my perspective as a scholar, that gender is a construct, and that construct often has a lot to do with power. And once people have power, they don't typically, in systems, like to give it up. So we'll get more into that. We'll be talking about some of those things, and it'll be challenging. And one of the things you're going to find when we start talking about religion is that in spite of the progress that women have made, and in spite of the fact that women make up the majority of practitioners of religion, they continue to be excluded and second-class citizens, and not even necessarily understood to be equal before God or the divine in whatever tradition that is. And so we're going to look at some of the advances, again, that women have made and their contributions to different religions. And again, we're going to look at things that need to change. So that's kind of a really short Reader's Digest version or introduction to what the course is about. One of the things that people are always worried about in a course that has something to do with feminism is the fear that, or the misunderstanding and the inaccurate definition of feminism, which is that it's about man-hating, or it's about women wanting to displace men and women take all the power that men have. That's a boneheaded understanding. It's not accurate. It's not the definition that I have worked from in this course and in my scholarship. It's more about women being seen as being fully human, just as men are seen as being fully human. And there are different locations of power. And so not all women have the same, or not all men, have the same amount of power as all other men. It's just way more complicated than that. It also involves talking about race and class and socioeconomic status and where one starts, where one's social location is. So, give me a holler. Make sure that you go up onto the discussion board and post your first introduction to your classmates. One of the things that's going to be really important in this class is discussion, and that's really hard to do in an online course. Hello. In an online course, and so I'm going to be helping you partly by doing these videos, partly by setting up office hours, but your responsibility is going to be to talk to each other and to make sure that you're engaging with your peers and you're learning from one another as well as from me. So we'll have a good week. Get started. Please make sure that you have your course text by the end of the week. You have your first reading quiz next week. And just a quick comment about the structure of the course. You'll notice that there's a kind of two-part component to each unit. And the first one is actually easier. It's an overview or a welcome or introduction to the religion that we're studying. The second part, we'll go into actually looking at women within that religious tradition. And that will be much more scholarly, more academic. The reading will be more challenging. And the journal assignment will also have higher expectations than the reading quiz. So it's really important that you go ahead and get your books, that you are ready to get going in the class. So again, you can contact me at dstarkey at css.edu. Email is the best way to get a hold of me, and I will respond to you usually within 24 hours. And if you have any other questions, please post them on the course discussion question site. And I look forward to meeting all of you and getting to know you. And I don't think I introduced you. This is Noelle. She's a cockapoo and she's 13 and she's very vocal. And this is Bodie. Bodie is 20 months old and is a full Labrador and a full-on goofball. And when you come to office hours, you'll actually meet Bodie because she'll often be in office hours with me. So if you have an allergy to dogs, can you let me know that? That'll be really important so you don't have to have a reaction to her and I can keep her home. Okay, I'm looking forward to the semester and looking forward to getting to know all of you and to the great discussions that we're going to have. So, welcome back to school. Enjoy the snow that's falling right now, and I'll see you soon. Bye.